Hello everybody, good evening. We are back. Welcome to the May 11th ArtStreamLIVE Webcast. We are glad you're joining us. We are glad to be here. And we're going to have fun tonight, right?
We're going to do our best.
Yes, sir.
Let me do my introduction.
That's right.
Hello, I'm Kurt Thomas. All right. Hello, I'm Kurt Thomas. There you go.
David Simmons.
Up close and personal.
Charles Smith.
All right, I like that. Yeah, little camera zoom work there. We are operating pretty much on our own production team tonight. We're looking at the production team.
If you wonder why I'm looking down, we have the controls right here.
Boudreaux and Bodine, how are soon-to-be graduating seniors, and are involved in some activities for that. Yes, it won't be too long away. And I want to brag a minute. That reminds me, I want to brag on Bodine.
Okay.
She had entered a scratchboard piece she had done into the independent school system. They had a district art contest. She won first place.
Wow.
And the best of show award.
Wow, that's good.
And that was in the district where she won that. And then she got to go to the state level. So I thought I wanted to brag on her a little bit.
That's
so
what you get for hanging around the pole.
That's right.
Some of them want to blow, bro.
I'm glad that I remember to tell everybody that. Okay, well, good. Well, we've got some fun things to get into tonight. And we've got our segment again, I don't know, I'll say it, but I want to say it like you did it, but our Mystery Art Theater. We got a new episode of that coming up tonight, and another one to follow that, a new little thing we've come up with we thought would be fun. Is it art?
Is it? Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Tuned.
We need to find out. There's a lot of stuff out there that's not art.
Well, we know that.
I need to know.
Well, that's part of what we're going to talk about tonight.
This is a public service.
But before we do, we want to give a little bit of an update on our, I'm going to use the voice again, I can't help myself, extraordinary traveling art show. So David and I have some news, and Charles tonight, to share with you about how things have been progressing with that. So, and there you'll see down in the bottom right of that image, you'll see the three pieces David's painting, Charles' ceramic plate, and my watercolor. So those are what we had go out. And we got a little news to tell them about that. So would you like to start with yours, Dave?
Yeah, the first my piece went to Debbie Sneed, and she's from Mobile. And she sent me a photograph during the month of her with her artwork standing in her home. And if you notice, just to in the shelves there, you'll see two little blockhead men sitting there too. She also bought those. So here's a little close-up of that. the artwork and the blockheads.
Well, it looks great
And,
there. I like that. Very
She
good.
has sent her piece on to Dennis and Eloise Craig from Liberty, Utah. So
All right.
it's on its way. It's already there. It should be there by now. So Dennis and Eloise Craig will enjoy the piece you see right here for the next month,
Mile High Country.
most of a month, Mile High Country, and then we'll find out where it goes from there. Who knows?
That's good.
Well, that's great. Well,
Okay. And,
sounds like- Does she have anything else to share? How she enjoyed the work or anything? Or
yeah, she sent her diary sheet. Can't
Very
see
good.
it very
All
well
right.
there, but it's whiting out.
all right.
But she sent her diary sheet about the experience that she had, and that she appreciated having the work, and we'll use her diary comments in video,
Okay, excellent.
and we
excellent.
may even put up I don't know what we'll do with all the information. We'll decide that at
All right.
the end of the year, see what comes in, whether it's just a little video
Mhm.
recap of the year, or we might do something more elaborate. Just see what comes in.
It's all random. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
I mean, it might even work itself into a gallery type.
Yeah, that's part of the fun
Yeah.
of the whole project that we've been doing.
So anyway, if you have one, send back your. I'm gonna get a close up of that. Send back your diary.
Official
fill it
diary
out.
sheet, right?
It's in the box with the artwork if you're
Back
one
in
of the
the
participants or happen to be a participant in the future.
Okay.
So.
Well,
that's
I've
what
got
they
some
send
good
back.
news. The lady who had my piece, Valerie Ogle,
Mm-hmm.
she had it and enjoyed it for the month. Really had a good time with it. And my piece called "Shaping Up the Neighborhood" had a cat in it, and she's kind of called it the neighborhood cat, which I like. So her idea, she's sharing the cat.
Yeah.
And she wrote to me and told me what was going on in her life. Her dad's going to have to go in through some surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be major. It's going to set him back a little bit. He's going to be okay. But when he gets home, he's going to have a little bit of recovery period. And she needs to spend the time with him.
Right.
So he expressed he would like to have the artwork while he recovers.
That's
Mhm.
good.
And I thought that's a great idea. I'm really, even though it's not traveling far,
Yeah.
it's going to do something good.
It's another one of those things that we didn't foresee.
No.
A different use for the artwork.
And I like the idea of art being therapeutic.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
she felt that it would help with his
So
recovery.
the traveling art shows now therapeutic.
Therapeutic, yeah. That's been the whole idea behind it. We don't know. But when she wrote me that, I wrote her back and told her, I said, that is excellent. I'm so happy to hear that.
Mhm.
I mean, it meant a lot to me. I hope you'll enjoy it. And we wish him a quick and speedy recovery.
Yep.
Yep.
And hope he does well. So well done, Valerie. Way to go.
Yep.
And she sent a little video we want to share showing some of her family members enjoying the artwork.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll watch it right now.
You like that kitty cat? Meow. There's Emma's kitty.
What you looking at? Hey,
You like that old kitty cat? Say meow. Meow.
Talk over it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Hey, I'm glad to see young art patrons coming up.
Yeah,
two pieces of art.
There you go.
I think that's the end of it. It's doing
So
all
I thought
things
that was fun.
Yeah. that
I
was
enjoyed that.
interesting.
Thank you, Valerie, for sending that in.
Yep.
And like we said, it's random. It's all up to the people that took the time.
Mhm.
Now we've got some update for Charles real quick, and we're going to have something special happen in a minute. You know, we had done the original random drawing to select folks, and the person that won has notified Charles, and unfortunately, because circumstances unforeseen, they are not going to be able to do what they had planned to do. So what they wanted to do was give someone else an opportunity to enjoy Charles's piece. So we have the piece, and we're going to redraw tonight. Charles is going to draw a name.
These are the runners-ups.
The runners-up that we had before, so now
We want Big Buck to do it, so it won't be an
Yeah.
well, whatever, if he can do it, but we're going to draw a new
Okay,
name
reach in
tonight
there,
for
Big Buck, and
Charles.
pick-
So kind of a
Pick a name. Pick a name.
drum roll.
Pick a name.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
All right,
Big
what do
Buck.
we, all right, Charles, who do we
Let's see,
got?
we got Johnny Manella.
Oh,
Okay.
excellent.
Yeah. Got that?
There you go, Johnny.
All
So
right,
he'll be
now,
get-
where was Johnny from? Do we have
Yeah.
that?
No. What you got?
Johnny's from Baton Rouge, isn't he?
What you got? You on the sheet?
I don't remember.
No.
but
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up.
I think he's
I
from
think it
Baton
was, if I remember right.
Yeah,
Right.
So,
I'll get it shipped off Monday.
we will let him know
contact him. Yeah.
that he is a winner, and that he was going to become a part of the Extraordinary Traveling Art Show. He will have Charles's beautiful ceramic plate to enjoy for a month.
Look at me.
And
More or
yeah,
less a month.
so unfortunately the other winner couldn't do it, and we're sorry, but they were kind enough to want to share
Right.
and let it continue on. So we thank him for that generosity, and we'll notify Johnny and let him know that he is now a winner of the Extraordinary
Traveling Art Show.
Show. All right. So that's our update tonight for that.
Don't be chicken.
Yeah. All right. So,
Okay. Well, without further ado,
without further ado, it's time for our special feature.
Mystery Art Theater.
Oh, yeah?
And
Yeah,
we've got a good one tonight. I think you're going to enjoy this.
So, put the popcorn on, pop your Coke.
Get the soda pop handy, kick your feet up in the recliner, and kick back and relax for a few.
Mystery Art Theater!
Bad art, good walls. We provide art to coffee shops only. Oh yes, it is very bad. I assure you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Gigi?
Yeah, Phil.
Got an order from a new coffee shop opening up on Hawthorne.
Great.
So they got about 500 square feet of space and needs those walls filled with some bad art. So let's see what we got.
Let's do it.
How about this?
It's horrible. I love it.
Right? Really boring.
Oh, dear.
Light goes on.
A blurry dog?
That's pretty bad. The composition's no good. I would say throw it on.
All right. Appreciate your honesty, always.
I have something.
What?
You know, that's like student photography.
That's horrible.
Black man sitting, looking.
Yeah, what I want it in black and white. Oh.
There's the one. Although we could do a double.
Yeah. Brothers, twins. I love this.
Yeah. Construction. I mean, that says.
Construction.
I was just thinking that exact same word. I was saying it too at the same time. Why don't we go crazy and have
Sweet,
some
salty
forlorn,
sock.
red-headed women? I think she's quite sad.
Is she inside or outside?
She's both. So it's nighttime and they built a doorway.
Great. We should check with Sean. He just came back from an art fair.
Hey, Sean.
Yep.
We got a new coffee shop opening up on
Oh,
Hawthorne.
great. Yeah, I heard the whole thing. I heard you guys talking. Great. You need some help?
Yeah, mind coming over?
Sure. You guys got a lot of bad stuff there, but you know what would make it worse?
Huh.
Music. Some good music.
This one's pretty bad. What is that, a guitar?
And that sound's coming from the sun.
Oh, so not from the guitar?
Nope. Let me think of what's in my stash. Hold on 1 second. What about this one, guys?
What's the big idea?
Painting of a man, but his head is a mug.
Like humor in paintings. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Yes or
That's,
no?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's many levels of bad. If this is the bathroom, where's the bathroom? Espresso machine. Front door. Back wall.
Does this look like a wall to you?
I think we're good.
I mean, maybe this is like this.
And this is...
Hold on. I wonder if...
Oh, man!
Barista is here. Red-haired lady's over here. Can I have blah, blah, blah? Turn around looking for my table. My friend is here. I'm waving. Let's put it all down for a second. It's
I feel
almost
like it's one of the worst collections we've put together in a long time.
I agree. I think we're close. I don't think we've nailed it yet, guys.
I think we're close, and I don't think we've nailed it yet, guys.
Yeah.
You guys, I think we're pretty close, but we're just not. We haven't nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I want it to be good.
I want it to be bad.
Precisely. Got it. Guess what came in the other day?
Is it Macy?
Macy Gray?
I think it's the champion. It's Muhammad Ali.
Really?
This is what's gonna fit.
Yeah, I think
This is it.
that's it.
Excuse me. I had a question. How much is that painting? You know, that one, Sherman Helmsley?
Isn't that a production company part of the Charles Smith Enterprise system? I believe it is, if I remember right. Yeah.
I'll take the responsibility.
Well, you know,
I'll go to jail. I'll go to jail for you.
I love. There you go. Yep. Well, we just thought that'd be fun. I love coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing wrong with it, but you're right. Why does bad art in coffee shops just draw each other? This seems to be the way it is. But that was fun. We thought that's part of our fun with the Mystery Art Theater. And keep coming back. We'll have some more episodes. You never know.
We'll be searching the internet for these jewels.
Just these perfect little jewels like that. So our little comics up there just for fun. If you watch that closely, you might notice the three of us sitting in that front. Those front seats.
Three.
That's right. Well, Big Buck, yeah, Charles got
Yeah.
Big Buck, and we're with the original cast members of the
I don't want to offend anybody.
Art Theater series. So we thought that'd be kind of fun. And that's going to kind of lead up tonight into another little segment we thought would be fun to get into. We thought this is one thing we may continue to do. We'll kind of see what comes along. But it's asking the question, is it art?
Is it?
Is it?
That's a good
what
question.
we're going to look
I
at
don't know.
tonight.
I have to see it.
So we got our new little intro coming up, and we'll play that and then get into sharing with you, is it art? What we've selected tonight, sharing that.
And off we go. All right. Well, that's our intro tonight. Mr. DeMills, it's my close-up. But I want to do the setup. Imagine that you're enjoying a piece of gum. You're walking down the street.
Minding your own business like you
Might
don't
be an
do.
icebreaker, juicy fruit. That's what we used to have.
Yeah.
And you're really enjoying it, and the flavor goes away, and you just kind of throw it out on the curb somewhere. Or say you're having a cigarette, and you get down to the end, you put it out, throw it on the curb somewhere, and just walk off, forget about it. And a little bit later, maybe a day or two, some lady comes along and picks it up carefully, puts it in a little baggie, and takes it away. And then later in your life, maybe a month goes by, you go to a gallery, and you walk in at this neat art show, and there you have your face on the wall. Is that creepy, or what do you think? What do you think of that?
That is creepy.
Well, that's what's going on, and that's what we're going to get into tonight. We've got a lady. Let me get her name. I want to make sure I get her name correctly. Yeah, let me tell you her name. Her name is Heather Dewey Hagborg. Let me make sure I got that. I believe that's how you say it. And she's the lady that does this. And the way she came up with the idea was that, now this may say something, I don't mean this derogatory, but she was in therapy.
We all in
And
therapy.
this is what we found. And
need therapy.
well, she was sitting there, and she had noticed a picture, had a piece of cracked glass, and there was a little human hair in it. She started focusing on that, and as she stood there or sat there and she looked at it, she wondered whose hair it was, who it belonged to, and started wondering, what the story was behind it. And that gave her the idea. What she's doing is picking up these things. We all leave DNA. Where your hair falls out, you leave DNA.
Oh, I had a hamburger.
Yeah, you have your skin flakes off, you leave DNA.
There's a cigarette.
So
butt in
she
the
goes
grill.
around and finds these objects, and by working with biologists and other experts in the field, she has learned how to go through a procedure to extract the DNA from these samples. And by going through the those genome map system, they have certain standards. They can tell, like, you may have blue eyes, brown eyes, certain facial characteristics,
ethnicity, part of the world you came from.
Yeah, male, female. They can tell some things from that. Now, one thing we found out, they can't tell the age. So what she does, she makes everybody around 25 years old. So that's how they create these, and then they go through what the information she has, and they're able to make a model, and they actually three-dimensionally print these human bust portraits. I don't know if you call them a bust or what you would call it, like a casting and they hang them on the wall. So David's got some examples. So that's what she's doing.
Yeah, this is a show she had with them. And here's some individual shots. One thing I noticed is there's a lot of similarity between the faces.
Mm-hmm.
And like you say, since it's done with DNA, they don't get a lot of the information that's not
Right.
It's more environmental type information that is not carried into this.
Yeah, and a lot of
she
this,
makes all of them 25 years old, which is,
Right.
you know, the DNA doesn't tell you what
it doesn't tell you the age, so that's what they don't actually know if the person was older or younger. They don't know. Well, hopefully the 8-year-olds weren't smoking.
Right.
You know, hopefully not. So.
Yeah, but do you classify that as art? Or is
Well,
that-
that's
that's
what we're
the
talking about
question.
tonight.
Yeah,
That's
Is
so
it
that-
science? Is it science? Is it art?
Well,
Is it craft?
she's using both, and we can definitely go back in history and find how
Yeah, but
science and artists related.
Is it art or is it a craftsman type thing?
Well, that's the thing we're talking about tonight.
I mean, is it
Well,
fine?
how true to form?
Is it fine craft because there's no hands on here?
It's definitely a concept that had to wait for this time where the ability was here to do it. So artists are good about finding ways to use different ideas and concepts.
I mean, here's sort of the art
Yeah.
part of it, really, the gallery art, where she it's like the artifacts. She
Right.
takes photographs of it, where she picked it up, all that kind of information.
Yeah, and
She
I
has
believe-
a petri dish.
Yeah, the
actually.
petri dish with
So that's
yeah.
the science end of it, and then she has the notes that go along with it. And then I'm assuming that the 3D printout of the DNA is directly above these cases, so we don't have that information.
Yeah, they usually are, if I remember reading about it. And the thing is that she is using these 3D printers, which is something incredibly new that's available out there. And just about anything could be printed with these.
Yeah, this last week they
yeah.
printed a gun. In 5.
They did print a gun. They printed machine parts.
Right.
So artists are using it too. So the technology is there, and the way artists use it, I think, is what makes it art. And but the idea, like David said, is that you know she'll have the objects with the portraits. And so far, from what I've read, nobody's actually walked in and actually recognized themselves. Now, in her picture, that was her self-portrait of her that she had up there.
But what's the marketability of it?
Well, that I don't know. Now, Charles, you made a statement earlier. You want to share that now? What was that?
What was that?
About if the check clears, it's art. Is that what you said?
Well, you know,
So you're bringing up marketability.
Well, yeah.
Here's the question: marketability. A lot of conceptual art is not marketable in the traditional sense.
No.
But artists do get paid like a commission to make the artwork.
Right.
On-site type artwork, where a lot of artists are doing sculptural things that are from found materials on a specific location.
Right.
I mean,
They go to that location and gather and take the
well,
materials.
if she was
from
going
that.
into the movie business, or just maybe going into
performance art.
If you want to go back and do some of that genealogy, what did my
Come on a little
grandmother
bit
look like?
toward Charles. We want to get you in.
So if you want to pull some of that from your ancestors to kind of see what your grandmother looked like.
Well, that may be, who knows, that could be something
200
they
years
could
ago.
do now if they can get the DNA sample.
Yeah.
They can do that. I mean, that's a
I
possibility.
mean, it's
right
an avenue to look at.
She could actually have her ancestors lined up along the
I mean,
wall.
for the Joe market, who would want that on their wall?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you were selling that at an art fair, you figure you got 50 people sitting there like, whoop.
Well, and one thing David brought up too, the idea that the concept is different, new, it's a kind of a cutting edge technology. She probably could go around and get paid just for speaking about it. That's one thing artists do. They'll have a exhibition, and like David said, the work may not sell.
Museums pay for,
but they pay to have them come in, and they'll have an auditorium where people come in and they'll do a demonstration, show what they're doing. So yeah, there's a lot of ways that even though, and that brings up the question: just because you can't sell it, which we all know, does that mean it's not art? I've sure got pieces I haven't been able to sell. So does that mean it's not art?
I hope it's not.
Well, it will be later on. You know, most of that is during your lifetime. Is it art during your lifetime, or when you pass over to the other side?
And time.
That kind of what time tell.
Time.
Or you just got to have the right guy with the right dog and pony show.
Well,
to boot it up.
even if the dog
That
pony
promotion,
show,
promotion's a lot of
Yeah.
what art is.
promotion is, and over time, it may, like you're saying, the promotion may be just shown to be a dog and pony show, and it really wasn't that big a deal.
I think
but
we've seen
time-
that in contemporary art in
Yeah,
the last
we
50
do.
years.
And time will tell. But for me right now, given the concept, what she's doing, I'd give her a thumbs up. I would.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking it, but it's still questionable.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
I think the idea, the concept is art. The execution, I have a.
Well, I think the
have
3D
some-
printer kind of takes it that since it's
Okay,
new,
well,
it's a little faddish,
once you get past the 3D printer,
Yeah,
now
right.
that's a new technology.
Right.
What is the composition?
Well,
once you have 10 or 15 or 50 faces on the wall.
Well, it's fine. I think part of it, like David said, it's the fact that you've got the 10 or 15 coming together.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the idea of the artifacts being involved, so it's almost like found object art at that point combined with the concept. So there are things, that get involved in that, and a lot, and
It's sort of like
like it
DNA
or not,
archaeology.
yeah, like it or not, in a lot of the contemporary art scene right now, the idea and explanations, the didactics, are a part of the art anymore. That's important. That's one argument we can have. Does this art have to have that? If you didn't know this, would it make as big an impact?
Yeah,
Probably not.
But the impact is
Yeah.
what is the area of difficulty? If you got the printer,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know in her process,
somebody's got-
somebody gonna come in
The
and
area
well,
of
the
difficulty for her is basically the DNA science of it.
Yeah, getting that, and then you're gonna have to make the 3D model
Yeah.
based on the information. Somebody had to make
But
a computerized three-dimensional
after that
model for
fact-
the printer to function.
After that fact, it would be no different than you designing a pot with a computer, CNC software,
Mhm.
and then putting a block of leather hard clay into a CNC router and let the computer actually carve the pot out.
that
I mean-
that I understand. But then again, how expensive is this to get the DNA?
That I don't know. Now, that's something I don't know. That's a good question. Now, she did have doctors and biologists that worked with her to help her,
Right.
and she's actually learned how to do this. So once she's
And
got that,
the
what
3D
they have-
printers are not as expensive
No.
as they used to be.
but having access to the DNA equipment and doing these tests, which I'm not qualified to even explain the processes they use to extract the DNA.
But
It's more complicated.
The printing of them, I mean, you could probably rent use of a 3D printer, but you can purchase a 3D printer for about $8,000 now.
But that's the
And
point of our
that's
segment.
cheaper than a lot of G clay printers.
Yeah, it is. And that's the point of the segment is it art? I think it is, but you look at it and you decide.
I'm saying
What?
50-50.
50-50, okay, fair enough.
Half of it's art.
Well, give me a couple of years and see what the area of difficulty. If you're an artist, you want to have that little edge. If everybody get on the bandwagon, somebody jump the
Well,
gun
that's
and get ahead of you, that's going to knock you out the box.
But you've already brought up one concept about just if you could get the DNA of ancestry and
Yeah.
take it back. Hey, that could be a project right there.
Who knows? You might have an uncle or somebody that did some time.
You never know. So,
200 years ago, you want to find
so
out.
that's going to be a segment. This is going to be a segment as we come across things. We'll come up with some more. And
We don't have a consensus that it's art.
No, we don't. But that's okay. We don't have to.
Well,
have
email us and let us know what your opinion.
Everybody, remember, this was designed originally as an interactive forum.
All right.
ArtStreamLIVE live. So if you want to, we have a chat screen.
Yeah.
That you can submit questions or comments, and we will look at them, respond to them in real time. I'm checking it right now to see if no comments.
Well, you're welcome to. If you think it's art, you can get on there and tell us. If you think it stinks, we can handle it.
That's right. We'll give
it ain't my art.
We'll give you Kurtis' address. You can drive by his house and throw some rotten tomatoes.
Yeah,
or eggs in his yard.
bring up that slide with his address.
No, but okay, I want to get to something now. All right, talking about art and things coming up with art. I want David's got something he needs to share.
Oh yes,
tonight, and I want him to let folks know an upcoming event.
I don't have a placard for anything to put up, but
you can tell them live right here and now.
On June the 9th, that's a Sunday afternoon between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. I will be having my first public art show since 1996.
All right.
So if you want to be at a historical event.
Okay, now where's it going to be?
It's going to be at the Artist Place, which is at Redeemer Episcopal Church on Hit Road, 7125 Hit Road in Mobile.
Mobile, okay.
So
and anyone's invited.
every public's invited. June 9th, 3 to 5 p.m.
All right, well, good. And I
What
think
part of town is Hit Road? What is that on?
it's off Cody Road.
Off
It's here in
Cody
West
Road,
Mobile,
yeah.
so it's in a very populated area. So hopefully you'll have a good
Yeah.
turnout. And I
So-
guess you'll have some info on our ArtStreamLIVE webpage.
Yeah, I'll put
and
something up there.
Facebook, your Facebook, your
Yep.
art. Okay.
There'll be
Yeah.
about 30 paintings.
30 paintings. So if you want to see David's paintings in one place, this is a
Will
great
it be
chance.
wine and cheese reception?
Not for me.
Well, we'll see. Hey, who knows? But who knows? We may have. There may be a little bit of an art stream follow-up on that video. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
Could
let
be a few
folks know how
cheesy
that
comments.
went and find out. Charles already asked questions about the wine and the cheese. We'll see if we can
Find out
answer
which
that.
church it is.
There could be some
All
cheesy comments, but I don't know about the cheddar.
So that, but I wanted to make sure everybody got to hear about that because I think that's important. I think this is a unique opportunity, and I think it's great.
So
Thank you for having the facility and doing this for me.
after nearly 20 years.
I'm looking forward to it.
So
Go get
Okay.
me some Colts. Was that about wrapping it up for tonight?
one little quote here, real quick.
All right, a little quote.
Well, watch this. All right.
Wisdom there. I've actually learned by making mistakes in art. So, hey, good point. Yeah. We make enough in ArtStreamLIVE and we've learned a lot.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're about wrapping it up for
I think
tonight.
so.
I got it covered. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. We
Thank you.
hope you'll come back and see us in June coming up already. I can't believe it. And
Which will actually be the Saturday before the opening.
all right. Well, that's true. We won't be able to show them, will we? Well, rats. Well, we'll have to get it in the next episode in July.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. Well, we'll do that. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
And anything else, Charles?
That's it.
Big Buck got anything to say tonight? He's been with us the whole time tonight. I think he's enjoying the segment. I think he liked it better this month than last month with the chicken nugget up.
Yeah, he was a
Oh,
little.
yeah.
He was a little.
He was a little bit out of shape
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
one.
right.
But we got any kind of special ending tonight we're going to show or anything? Or
Well, they'll have to stay till after the end of the credits.
yeah, if we got a little musical ditty we want to share with you, but you got to stay through the credits to get to
You
see
know,
it.
if I put the end credits up last month on Facebook, a lot of people commented and liked them, and the reason I did because a lot of people don't watch the end credits.
Right.
So there's always something at the end of the end
You
credits.
never know.
I'm not gonna be embarrassed.
No, well, you know, we
Well,
won't.
we won't take.
We won't tell your mom.
Let's take the risk. All right, we won't tell your mama. And by the way, speaking of mama, happy Mother's Day, mama. I love you. Everybody's got a mama still. Remember your mother tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Okay.
Mother's Day. I love you, mom. Mwah. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Oh, I know. What's my problem?
You want the big one or the little big bug? There you go. This is big bug, man. Oh. Put the sheath out your nose. You got enough footage yet?
I don't know if you got any footage yet. Oh, it's not on?
Yeah, it's on. Oh, it's recording.
No,
That ain't gotta be long. They're only talking about like 5 or 6 seconds.
I know, that's it.
I mean, we're not. It ain't gonna be like a minute or nothing.
Well, smack my mama.
He's always right on time to work, and it's still dark. I bet it must be easy to find somewhere to park.
Yes, sir, you're on the air.
Say the AM radio, it's the Uncle Henry Show. You know you're up when you hear that roll tide roll.
Roll tide roll.
You can talk bacon grease, you can talk geese, you can talk about the way things used to be. And if you get lucky, you might even talk to Freddie. Talk Congress, crime and cruise ship celibacy, entertainment districts. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
You leave my mama out of this.
It's crushing Ronald Reagan, and don't y'all forget to pray. A celebrity Bible verse to start your day.
Lord have mercy. Read your Bible.
Giant moon pies and ugly ties and you'll name football bowls. Be sure you end your call with roll tide roll.
Roll tide roll.
You can talk bacon grease, you can talk geese, you can talk about the way things ought to be. And if you get lucky, you might even talk to Freddie. Talk Congress, crime and cruise ship celibacy, entertainment districts. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
Mama out of this. It's horrible.
Let's talk about the Constitution.
I'm uncomfortable being called baby.
Just don't talk about prostitution or sex.
Cut that out.
Testosterone.
Don't send me things to click.
You can talk football, baseball, and